Hi everyone, welcome to or back to my channel, Mel KB Vlogs. So I just got back from a solo trip in Europe and I'm just like getting everything together, unpacking, and I'm gonna bring you along with me for an exciting week. So let's get into it. I love my past self so much because I washed all my towels, all of my bedding, I vacuumed, I wiped down all before I left. So my apartment is in like pristine condition, which makes me feel so good coming back and just like getting back into it. I have this giant thing of laundry that we're gonna go do. This is literally all for my trip, which makes no sense to me because this feels so heavy and I only brought a carry-on. How does that make sense? So the morning that I woke up in Italy on my trip, I got an audition, and it's like a saying that the second you leave for a trip you get an audition, and that's exactly what happened. Luckily the casting director, I emailed him and explained, hey, I just landed in Europe, I'm on this solo trip, I really want to film for this. Is there any way you can extend the due date? And he did. So it's due tomorrow night. I've been looking over the scenes and the songs just to get familiar, but I'm going to show you kind of my process right now into preparing for a self-tape, specifically ones you have to do like songs and scenes for. I will say, I am joining an acting studio this month, and it's basically like going back into school. It's very intense. It's like 6 or 7 hours a week of acting, and I think I'm gonna be learning a lot of new techniques doing that. So I'm interested to see how my process now changes once I'm in that acting class and get more tips and techniques on how to, like, you know, learn scenes and get into the acting of it all. But for now, here we go. So what I'm gonna do first, what I do is I download the scenes on my iPad, and the first simple step I'm gonna do after I've already read through the scenes multiple times, and now I'm gonna highlight my lines. I'm taping for 2 different characters for the same show. So we're gonna highlight and then it'll be all organized. So the first one's all done. Okay, now I'm gonna focus on one character first. And this scene is like chunky. Look at all that. Lots of words, like a lot. So I'm gonna take it in chunks and memorize it in chunks, and then I'm gonna record myself reading the other lines, leaving space for my lines, and then practice testing myself, so that I can practice like not looking at a page or like reading the line and then being like, what do I know? That way it's all audio, because you can't rely on the visual of the page. So another method is you write the first letter of every line or every word. So I did that for the first scene. It's a lot of words. And then that kind of jogs your memory a little bit without having to focus on that. So it's another good way to test yourself. It is the next day. So I memorized everything. I'm getting ready to start filming. I'm gonna show you how I set up. I think I'm sick. I have fever blisters or like ulcers all over my mouth. Yeah. That happens to me when my immune system is down. So that's fun. I can't really talk very well. So hopefully the adrenaline gets me and I can be normal. Yeah, I need to check if I have a fever. I think I might have COVID, so that's fun. I slept 12 hours last night and I just have like full body aches. Yeah. But we do what we do for the dream. You know how it is. So I need to show you this app that I found where you can basically record your scene and you can have a friend send you themselves talking your scene partner's lines. And basically, so I'm not forcing my friend to come over to my apartment or meet me at a studio. I just have him recorded. So now, and the app hears you talking, so they know my cue line or cue word. So when I say the last word of my sentence, it plays my friend's recording of their line. How good is that? So I have that. I'm gonna set up my space and test things out. I gotta do my hair. But yeah, I'll show you how I do all that. I think I'm gonna do my first scene sitting because she's like on a date. So I think this might work. And then I need to put like a pile of books. We're gonna test it. You're gonna help me. Oh, no. No! Okay, I think this works. If my scene partner is there, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think I did it all. This ended up being my new contraption because my books fell over. Now, I'm gonna go on my computer and I film on my camera the same as I film my auditions, so I can't show you me editing because I need my little SD card. But basically what I'm gonna do is put them all on my computer, decide which takes I like, clip the beginning and the end, like fix it all, and then submit it. That was exhausting. How many hours did that take? That was like 3 hours of filming and now probably like an hour of editing. Okay, I submitted it with like an hour to spare. I feel pretty good about it. I never feel great about self-tapes, but just because it's so hard to watch yourself and like judge yourself, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't think any actor likes it, but I think I did the best that I could do in the given circumstances. And I have like a lisp because my whole mouth has canker sores because I'm sick. Yeah. So I'm trying to relax. I'm watching the Kardashians. I'm gonna work on my schedule for the next week because that helps me feel relaxed by planning things. So I'm gonna plan my next week and then I'm gonna I think I'm gonna wash my face and put comfy clothes on and cook a really good dinner and relax and go to sleep early because I don't feel good. And there's a lot. I get stressed so easily. There's so many auditions coming up this month. I'm starting my acting class. Need to get back into my dance classes, all the things, schedule voice lessons. And oh yeah, that thing called working where I have to make money to live. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so it is about a week later, but I'm combining last week's audition moment and this week's moment. I am starting an acting class in an hour and 15 minutes. Oh my god. For some reason I'm so nervous, but I'm also so excited. But basically I haven't been a part of like a true theater acting class since college, which was a long time ago. I've taken film acting classes in the city, a bunch of them actually, and I really like them. But this class, I'm gonna put my shoes on and talk to you. This class is, you're a part of a studio, and I'm starting off going 2 times a week, and the classes are 3.5 hours long, and then I'll move down to once a week. But basically it's like good old theater acting technique, specifically Meisner technique, which I will tell you more about once I figure out what I'm doing with that, because I don't really know. I don't think I've ever done Meisner work before, which is, it's basically a technique of acting. But yeah, I am very anxious because I don't know what to expect, and I'm excited because I really like doing things that make me feel productive in my craft and make me feel like I'm taking active steps to continue to improve and do better and make connections and everything. So although it's scary, I'm doing it. I have to budget to make this happen. It's taking up a lot of my time and it costs money, but we're making it happen. And I'm also trying to stick with all my dance classes and voice lessons while doing this. So I'm gonna keep you updated. I'll let you know after class how it goes. Okay, time for an update. I'm gonna put you on my little tissue box here. Okay, so number 1, did not get a call back from the self-tape that I did. So how do I feel about that? Let's see. I think right now I'm still a bit sensitive to like getting cut or not getting callbacks because I'm just getting back into the swing of things for auditions. So they still feel like far and few between. So each one kind of feels like more important. So I definitely felt a little bummed about that, but I'm not like letting it really bother me. Wow, there's like a rave going on in the TV. Let me just turn that off. Yeah, I'm a bit bummed because I do feel like I did pretty well in the self-tape, but what are you gonna do? And like sometimes when you don't get a callback or something, that doesn't mean that you weren't good. A lot of times it just means that you weren't what they were looking for that role. But it's hard for your brain to not immediately think like, okay, I didn't get a callback, so I was bad. I think that's what a lot of us actors think. So I'm just trying to change my thoughts and be more positive about it, even if that's not true. Like maybe I was just bad, but I'm choosing to not believe that because I feel like I did a good job. Anyway, also to kind of connect, being in this acting class now, I think that's gonna make me feel like I have a lot more control, or like I'm just taking the steps in the right direction. Like for example, this self-tape was mainly acting. So if I wasn't that great in the self-tape, I'm only gonna get better from now on because I'm taking like 7 hours of acting every week. So we're only gonna get better. So that's good. I'm sorry that this vlog is like mainly me just talking, but that's just the way it is. So we're gonna have more action-packed vlogs coming up. But yeah, so basically the acting class is good. I don't want to give too much information about like what we're doing in the class because it is very like personal work. It's very much kind of like in TV shows when you see like a character going to an acting class. That's literally what it's like. Like you go in and it's like a little theater with like stage lights and like props. There's like a couch and chairs and a table for you to like use in your scenes. There's like theater chairs that you're sitting in, like the class sits in while people go up on stage and perform. It's very vulnerable. It's a lot. But I think it's gonna be a journey, and I'll just update you every so often on like how the journey's going. But I would say right now I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed about it. Not necessarily in a negative way, but it's overwhelming, and it's not just, number one, it's taking a lot of like mental effort, like having to memorize lines, learning new techniques, everything like that. But then it's also all very emotional. In this technique, you have to bring your full self and your feelings and your viewpoint on the world and everything is all used in this technique. So I think I'm gonna be learning a lot about myself as well while I'm working on improving my craft. So it's a lot, but I'm excited to be on this journey, and I feel really good putting a lot of time and effort into improving. And don't worry, we're continuing all that with the singing lessons and the dance classes. I'm doing my best. It's a lot to juggle, but this is go time. We're doing the thing. We're staying focused and determined, and yeah. But this was kind of my little getting back into it after my vacation. And now I'm considering this time forward. It's now September, like this is it. We're doing everything we can to achieve our dreams. So thanks for watching, and thank you for supporting me. I seriously appreciate it so much. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to grow this channel as much as I can. Oh my God, I have tons of auditions coming up, so we're gonna be bringing you to those, and I'm gonna kind of explain more about the ins and outs of the industry, being equity, what those auditions are like. So I'll see you then.